Get me forest brushed up. Brush up on my forest. Okay, it works here. Good deal. We saved it. We saved Beer County. Alright, can I do barrel? Oh, I can. Oh, good deal. And then can I turn on... And then I can even do the anarchy. Oh, that's good. So now I can put little barrels down. Toxic waste barrel. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, the detailing's about to get insane. Oh, the detailing's about to get real good. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on this next region right here. And we will slowly get rid of this industrial region, because the industrial region is quite disgusting. So coming off of over here, I want just a standard 2-lane road. I just want a regular ass two. Get out of here, Trevor. Let's come out there. There we go. Come back down to a 2-lane. Add a curve. Can we do a 120-degree curve? It's close enough. And then after that 120, I want to... Oh, I don't want to do 120. I just want to make that curve right to it. Like that. Yeah. Because what I'm planning is that this region right here will slowly stop the residential regions. Because from here up, will slowly become a little bit of commercial, which will then border industrial, all right here. Have like a little pocket. That'll be fine. I'm okay with a little 3-way. You know, figure out where you want to go, kind of a thing. I'm okay with that. Let's get some straight roads in here. Want something like that. And something like this. Let's come out from here. So I'm a little over 1 unit from that. So that'll be a little over 1 unit from there. That's almost right. That's 4 instead of this 3. There we go. Much better. Much better. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Now, I would like... I don't want the traffic involved in all that. We can run this more like a little cul-de-sac. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we can run a road down. Run a road up. Alright, we'll just keep running roads down. And this space right here will get used for... This space right here will get used for a, like a garden or something. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We're going to not zone anything on this road. And probably not anything on this road. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't want anything zoned on this one. Okay, we did good. Don't zone anything on the back side of this one. There we go. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. Let's get to zoning. Let's throw down some residential first. I don't want this to have zoning. Yeah, that works. Because what I actually want is just a botanical garden over here, because I've been wanting to put that down. Let's offset it down a little ways here. And then I want to build this whole area out to be a garden, even though I just want this to be like the main building. Yeah. So let's grab there any more little parks we could put down? What is the anarchy button? Do I not have a... Control A? Does this allow me to put things down where I want them to be? Yes, okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then let's grab Surface Painter. Yeah, like there's a way to get out right here. We'll grab the little asphalt texture. There we go, something like that. I'm liking the way that's looking. Let's change it though to that. Let's grab Surface Painter again and do that. Fantastic. Cool. And all that's allowing us to do is just make this look like it's all one big thing. And then I want to go ahead and fence this in as well. Let's grab some fence. Farm fence, man. It's just so good. Something like that. Grab, move it. Perfect. I like that. Let's keep it going. We did... bring in from there. Go to about there. We'll have to move this. Fuck. Okay. Get rid of that. We'll just have to place it from... Can we move it from there? Oh no. Okay. Oh, and it's connected to it? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll just I'll just do this. Whatever. Whatever. There we go. Cool, now the botanical garden's all fenced in. Looks all nice. Can we get surface painter in here for some asphalt? Okay, no, you can't. That's fine. Dude, what? Well, that's all sorts of fucked up. But you know what? That's okay. You're never gonna look at it. I can't fix it. Let's finish off the botanical garden and we'll call it a day. So, our trees, we're gonna place down the trees in this area individually, because I do want specific trees. I want to go ahead and grab some bushes first to kind of fill in this corner area. There we go. Something like that. Okay, something like that. I like that. Let's get some paths. Let's do the zoo path with trees. Yeah. Something like that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. That's good. Let's get some rocks. Who doesn't like rocks? Because, I mean, like, really, this whole area needs to be kind of catered, right? You know, like, it's designed to be a little garden. It's got to be pretty. Put some against this building. Put some against it right here. Liking that. And I like one of these little red trees. Fill in that whole little area. Nice. I'm liking this. We need a couple more trees up here, I think. It's kind of wasted space. Do we have any... anything that would be nice to, like, sit right there? Yeah, nothing really. I want one of the nature park. I really want tents. I don't want that. Bench. Yeah, a little bench. That'd be good. A little well. A little well wouldn't be bad. Right here by the walkway, you know? Also not opposed to the standing stones. I think that's good. Let's grab another rock. Let's grab a bigger rock. Big boulder. And then, do we have any more little, like, bushes that we could put down? We got these. We need more. Yeah, nice and full. Cool, and since that's a little walkway right here, we will surface paint. No, we won't. Let's get a path. Can I toggle snapping off, please? There we go. And I can't get rid of it now either. Okay, you know what? Yeah. We're struggling with the anarchy just a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, nice little garden right in the center of what will eventually be a little community area. Put some more housing down. Let's do some of the bigger homes over here. I want some of the big homes. And then I think I want like a little corner store or 2 right here. I don't feel like that's a bad idea. Once these houses start coming in, we'll put more houses down. There we go. I'm going to leave this open because I'm going to put a pathway right here. I think I want a couple of businesses along this back edge. And then I want a path. I want one of the... I like the zoo path. I don't like the zoo path. Let's do park path. Yeah, I like park path more. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's go grab our palm trees. Nice. Nice. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Got a nice little botanical garden. Got it surrounded by some bigger houses. Let's put down this house over here. Like that. Have I unlocked the roads with trees on them yet? No, because I need 4,200 people. Okay. So as soon as we unlock the roads with trees, I want to put trees along this road all the way down. I want this to feel like a nice little road. I have a node controller on, don't I? How do I access that? No. How do I access node controller? Node controller, fantastic. That's okay. Little bulbed road. What do I need to do here? Add an extra node for it to... Something like that. And then node control this section. Something like that, yeah. Because then this one will get brought down like that. Yeah. Then off the back of this, we'll put a couple of bushes. Something like that. And then we'll put a little path. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. So now, do we have any zoning on this? We don't. I want to put backside zoning on this. So let's grab the road. Let's grab the upgrade tool. And we're going to put zoning on the back edge of this. There we go. I got rid of our little path over here, so we'll go and put that back down. There we go. And this will allow me to put some more housing down. Let's start it from here. Let's do the 4, put another 4, and then we'll put a little fence right here, or maybe just some bushes. Full 4, full 4, full 4, and then this right here will become a little general store. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Throw some bushes or some trees in between this. Something like that. Let's grab a fence. And I actually like the idea of using the park fence as an entrance to this area. Kind of make it feel a little more expensive. You know, like it's got this little fenced in area. And we'll run this fence. Honestly, how far is this? We'll run this fence up to here, because we're going to put a 4-way here, I think. Let's go ahead and put that road down. We want it to have zoning on both sides. And I think what we're going to do is come out 1 unit, come out 1 unit, come out 5 and up. Yeah, that works. Little zigzag is fine. That's okay. Let's put the fencing right here. Turn off snapping. And we'll just run this, honestly, along this whole edge. That's fine. And we'll run it like that. I like the idea of this. I like that. I like that. And we'll continue it down over on this side into the back of there. Yeah, I think that's okay. So now it makes this thing feel like it's its own separate district from this main road. And we're also going to put some trees right here because I want it to feel like a little privacy back. You know, like if you're in this house, you don't want to look at your backyard and just see flat grass to a 4-lane road going by. You'd like to have at least like a little hedge wall or something. So I think what I'm going to do, this is where we're going to start building our forest brush and building a very small tree line that tracks this full road, and then maybe try and give them like a shared community backyard, something a little bit bigger than just their grid, you know, something out to like here. So that's almost kind of shared. I think that'd be okay. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. So, how are we doing on power? Doing okay, but let's go ahead and get the regular coal power plant again. Put that down. Water, doing okay-ish on water. I really need more. Put another water tower over here, I think. Driving by the water tower. I like that. And we can make it pretty. You know, we'll put some little things around it. I do want to go ahead and put a path, a little dirt path. To make that feel like it's a maintenance path. Yeah, I like that. Okay. There we go. Let's cross that over to here instead. And we'll cut a little hole in that. Perfect. Perfect. So now we got a little path that people can walk down. We'll put that little privacy area behind them. And then this will come over to here. We'll do the same thing where we cut a little hole out. And we'll do a privacy fence for these people. Distance too short. Let's push you back. Neato. Let's grab our brush tool. Let me hit up on that brush tool real quick. Brush tool. Tree brush. New brush. Let's set the trees that we want. So we want green tree. We want flower tree in there at a really low percentage, like 7%. Same with flower tree number 4. Like 10% chance that either one of those spawn in. We want the large bush to spawn in about 10% of the time. We want the palm tree in there pretty regularly. That's what we want to make up most of our stuff, is the palm tree. Maybe the small beech as well. Tree with leaves in there. Wild hedge, we want that to be pretty consistent. Green tree, we want that to be pretty consistent as well. What does this look like? We're going to name this as Beer County Forest. Yeah, give me Beer County Forest. That works. All right, and then strength. Size, let's bring the size way down. Beer County Forest, I feel like that's a pretty decent one. Let's make it a little more dense. I feel like that's a solid density too. Let's try this out. I feel like that's a pretty good little tree line that we got. I like it. I like it. Can you imagine walking down this little path? Can we view what you're seeing? Is that possible, or is that a mod? Oh, it's a mod. Okay, well anyway, imagine you're walking down this little path right here, you know? You got this nice little like sound barriered wall, so these people don't have to worry about what's happening. You got this little tree line right here. And then you got the fence, so you don't have to worry about like a little fender bender or something hitting you through the trees. The occasional little opening so that way you can see out into the traffic. I feel like that's peak. I feel like this is forest brush, man. Forest brush is so gas. So I'm gonna use forest brush again. Right here. Also a little bit in their backyards. Nice. Okay. What kind of, we got zoning room right here. Let's put a 4. And let's put another walkway right here as well. Yeah, let's put a walkway right here. We'll connect that in. Grab the path. Yeah, I just feel like this is great. I feel like this is just great. I feel like this is absolutely something fantastic. I feel like this is absolutely fantastic. We have now hit 4,200 population, which means we can make we can start doing roads with trees, which is really good because that's going to increase our stuff even more. Let's put a pathway right here as well. I feel like that's kind of a necessary pathway to have, because we got that pathway as well. So the roads, which means sidewalks, are going to go this way just about all the time. Then we have pathways running this direction. I'm liking this. Let's box this in and maybe just put some trees right here. I think that'll be fine. It doesn't necessarily need a fence. I think a fence would look nice, but I don't think it needs one. Let's do the... Let's do the farm fence. Let's move these nodes. Something a bit like that. Okay with that. And then let's grab forestry brush. Yeah, I'm digging that. This area right here could be a good spot for a unique building, I feel like. Can we place multiple of these? Yeah, dude. Let's put one right there and one right there. And then let's hit the move it button. Fire. Yep. Come over here and do this one as well. Fire. Cool. And we'll just have like a little scenic drive right through here. I don't really know what I want on the scenic drive. Maybe I was wanting to put a mall. This could be a good area for like a shopping center kind of a thing. So let's see. The Mall of Moderation. Do we have one already somewhere? We do not. Yeah, so I was wanting to put one. Let's put it on a side street, though. Put it on a two-way with... Go out 4 units, turn. Go out 4 units, turn, and then put a straight right there. Now put the oh, that's perfect. Get rid of all my extra trees from right here. Cool, got a nice little mall. Put some parking out back. And then we'll throw in another. You know what? Honestly, I'm not even opposed to this. Maybe just get brought out a little bit. Do something like that. But yeah, really, I don't know if I'm all that opposed to that. I think I'm okay with this shape that we have. Okay, let's keep putting our roads right there. And it keeps wanting us to buy new land, but I will buy land when I'm ready. Cool, and that's gonna be like one of those little back entrances to the mall. Something people can drive in on. That's fine. I'm gonna have some. I want extra shopping back here, and what I might do is just zone it for shopping. Much smaller businesses. Yeah, and then I'll have it put a... where did I find parking lot last time? don't think we need a vertical shopping mall, but we could do a... something like that. No, I don't like that. Let's move this in. To be a little more even with it. And then what we'll do is grab the small one. Let's get rid of the big one, and we'll just do the small ones all the way down, so I can keep the spacing the same. Put one space in between them. Yeah, something like that. And then, I don't know how to do prop line tool. I don't really think I'm going to worry about it. I just want a little hedge, like a little bush row. Here we go. Fuck. Oh, this just... Okay. We're good. Okay, we will not be using prop line tool. Yeah, we just won't be using prop line tool. Gotcha. Okay. No prop line tool. Got it. Okay, well instead, let's grab the park fence, which is going to be the fence of choice for what we're doing. Let's do from here to here. Something like that, something like that. That's good. And then probably just continue this fence line all the way down to about there. And as I need to, I'll cut through it to make a pathway. But I like the idea that this is like one big property that they are like they're owning. A little bit more commercial over here. Let's do a 4-box, 3x3, 4-box, 4-box. Won't put anything right here. Instead, we will put a dog park. Yeah, because dog park is pretty small. A little dog park. Marketing wise, that would work because you get people to come next to all of your shopping. People who just want to walk their dogs, right? It's a good little commerce center. Put a park with trees right there as well. Cool, and we're just gonna forest brush the rest of this in at a much lower density. Maybe a little more dense than that. We're going to keep this front line clear. Put all that in. Cool, and this is what's going to slowly become our, like, industrial area. What borders all of this. Cool. Yeah, a bit of a lower density tree brushing. Oh yeah, that's much more planned out. Much more planned out. And so as you have people coming in for the mall, they'll turn it which will be a major intersection now. Which we need to get rid of the red lights. The red lights are really fucking up traffic. Because there's still not enough of a population to need these people to be stopping right now. There's just not. Also, this road right here could be bigger. Both of these throughways could be bigger. I think it's fine. I think it's okay for now. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's a much better looking region than this. I don't like the houses just pushed against each other. Not a fan of that at all. This, to me, looks... I know it's much lower density, but I love this so much more. Okay. Yep. Do we have trains unlocked yet? Train. Reach population 8,500. Goodness gracious. We could go ahead and put a bus station in. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. The actual station itself will sit off of this road right here. Yeah, this section right here also needs to get redone because this road needs to come through and connect right here instead of it coming off this direction. We could get rid of this road and have this connect up right here. It could also connect out right here. There's a lot of options with this. We do need more residential though, and I need to start expanding this as residential, but I can't do that just yet because for residential to be expanded in this area right here, we would have to push the industrial out, and I can't do that just yet. So we might have to just buy another square. This might be the area where we buy another zone. Because I want Boulder's Corner to look prettier. I want Boulder's Corner to be a little more... a little bit higher density. When do we unlock high density residential? 6,500. We might do Rico. We might do Rico then and like put down row housing. Let's go ahead and make this a district. Yeah, there we go. Do I have anyone watching right now? If I do, please say hello and I'll make your name this district. Or you can name it whatever you want. Until then, we're going to call it, Brushy Park. Sandbush. Oh yeah, you know, I live over in Sandbush. Just down the road from Taco Tickle in town. Come on, you've heard about it, right? Yeah, let's redo this square right here, this little zone, and connect this lane down to here. I think I want to do a full pass through. What do we have? It's just housing, correct? Yeah. Yeah, I want to do a full. I want to do a full road coming through here. There's no intersections right here to this main road, and there needs to be one right here. So let's get rid of that road. These couple of houses. And this road will get redone into this one. Let's do a 2-lane road, straight. Like that. Cool. Let's get a straight coming out. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll run tree brush along this edge as well. Can we do Rico? Can't enable Rico. Oh, yeah, man, we got lots of options here. Okay, so we can't use Rico right now. I'll have to figure out how to, like, actually enable it. Go ahead and forest brush this. Since I know for a fact I want forest brush along this edge. Yeah. How we doing on medical? Medical's fine. Cemetery usage is fine. Community pool? Poolside fun. The community pool is a pool open for all citizens and tourists. Not only fun, but it also raises the health of people a little bit. Okay, raises health. How big is it? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, man, let's put the community pool in here. And then let's do some more like deliberately placed trees. Let's do palms. Okay, we just can't do... Do a little palm tree wraparound. Make it feel nice and pooly, you know? Get rid of the zoning on this. No reason for that. We can do a path. There we go, do a little path through there. That'll be fine. Can we put some decorations like... Where do I get these? Where do I get the decos that I want? Yeah, here we go. Can we put a little fountain? Something like that. And then a bench. 1, 2, 3. Trash cans. And maybe a trash can. Let's put some fence down. I like the farm fence. Yeah, man, if somehow your kid escapes you in here, that's honestly your fault. Like, you need to tap in. Kids like rocks, right? Who doesn't like rocks? Oh, dude. That's like the rock area. People really fuck with the rocks. They like the rock area. Let me how long have I been streaming here, huh? Let's take a gander. Stream for an hour and 46. That works. That works for me, man. Got about another 30 or so. We've done some pretty good progress. Oh, we've been losing a lot of population. We must be having like a death wave right now. Okay, so that works. That works good. That works good. I'm actually okay with that. Adding that helped a lot. Let's forest brush. Let's forest brush that. Forest brush that. Just kind of fill in these areas. This big section of land right here. The clock tower, would that be goofy? I feel like that would be pretty goofy. Lungs of the city. Old Market Street. Oh, we definitely need to have one of these. That would be really good. But maybe not in this area. Maybe not in this area. Let's make this road connect here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So once this one zones in, we'll put a 3x3 home there. Put another 4x4. And then we'll do something like that with a path in the middle. Something like that. Bring this in a little more. Straighten it out. Where is our... Where are we finding our parking lot? Where's my parking lot at? Here it is. Happy about a parking lot. It's crazy. Perfect. Yeah, that road that runs the full side of this. That's perfect. That's perfect. And see, really, what we would do if we were going to expand even more would be this road would have a little side street crossover, like a little alleyway to cross over. We'll think about that the next time before we start expanding and doing this again. So that way we don't end up with little like pods like this. And it ends up more like this, because this to me looks so much better. Like the same way that this road should terminate here. Or it should have terminated here. It shouldn't have just bent at the end. Yeah, we can make that a reality. Yeah, that's how it should have been. And then this to get going. Honestly, which one's longer? Neither one of those are really all that long, but that one makes the most sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm liking that. Yeah, the fact that there's no crossover here is an issue. Let's... do that. And then unzone that, and that. Grab the... can we do... put another one. Actually, is this the good spot to just put one of the big ones? Would it fit here? Yeah, it does. Let's do that instead. Get rid of that one. And we will put a small park. Something like that. And then we'll grab the little pathway. Yeah, something like that. And then grab me the fence. Farm fence, of course. Yeah, something like that. Grab... I need some sort of little decoration to put here. Oh, reliable boulder. And then a couple trees. Yeah, I like that. Such a small little detail. I feel like that's a much better layout than what we've had. I feel like that's a much better layout. We need a road that connects from here up to... Might as well use the existing road that we've got. And maybe just make it a three-way that can connect all the way across. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Is there a fence on this side? There's not. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Let's go out 15 units. And then we'll do... like that. That'll be fine. We'll use a straight. Yeah, that works. Start doing more shopping on this. Something like that. How we doing in education? Elementary, doing just fine. High school, doing just fine. Public library? I don't feel like that'd be a bad spot to put it. Do a little bus depot as well. Oh, this is a good zone to put the bus depot. It's actually an odd spot to put a bus depot because it's going to have to go through where there's going to be a lot of people walking between these stores. And then we need to make sure that we have plenty of parking space for these people as well. Okay, so we've got parking for these stores. We've got the library with parking. We're gonna need a bus depot. Let's map out where I'm gonna want the... Have I gotten like the industrial... Yeah, industry road. Here we go. That should be fine, because then we'll track the rail against it best we can. Yeah. Yeah. That works. That works. Something like that. This road would get converted over to something like that. And then this road would... This road would become something as well. Like that, and this road would eventually connect up over to here. Upgrade tool. Yep. That's how that would work. This needs to be a straight. So this would just go up and connect to here. This actually would just come straight down. That's what that would do. Yup, that's how that would happen. And this one would connect in like this. Ta-da! This needs to come down straight and connect to here. Ta-da! What do we get? So Boulder Park is going pretty well, or whatever we're calling the Boulder place. It's doing well. Let's actually start swapping this back over into the just regular ass 2-lane road to try and limit the industry road. Let's relocate this to there, this to there, this, there, this, there. How are we doing on trash? We're doing all right. Large recycling center. These coal power plants, they can get moved up to here. Grab an extra road. Move this power plant as well. Cool. And then because of all who works here, we are going to put some parking lots. Yep, just like that. Can we specialize industry? We can. Paint industry area. We don't really have much of a need for industry just yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. I need to wait for this filth to clear up. Cool. Don't zone that back in. Don't zone any of that back in. Start pushing our industry back. Let's do roads, industry with no zoning. I don't want these bypass roads to have any zoning on them. Yeah, that works. Because what I want What I want is this to be zoned in. I don't want that to be there. This is better. This is better. Get rid of more of this. Right? Because all of that should be taken care of. Yep. Keep pushing it back. Keep pushing it back. We want a 3 building next to a 4 building next to a 3 building and a 3 building. A 4. Cool. A lot of these fuckers are losing their jobs. I can't help it. You got a job in when the industry was booming, okay? I can't help that. You know, you got to get with the times. We got to move on. We got to progress. Progress, baby. Yeah, let's see. That is decent enough for now. They want a lot more shopping. That should work. Let's bring the shopping down all the way to here. Something like that, and then we'll give a little barrier right here for the... Nah, we'll go ahead and go one more. That'll work. That will work. More residential. As this clears up, we'll put a little bit more residential in this zone, I think. The 4-lane industrial road would be small 4-lane industrial. Be pretty nice to have. We're gonna run the small 4-lane industrial all the way down, but I do want zoning to be on it. I do want zoning to be on it. What is your route? Why are all the trucks going this way? Let's make the speed limit higher on this strip of road right here. I want the speed limit on this to be 50. 50 miles an hour. I want you guys to be speeding it on through here. Same with this. There is at all a reason for you to bypass anything. This is the road to do it on. What's the speed limit on this main area? 50? This is also an area that I would like you guys to be speeding it pretty quick on. I want this to be really like a super priority road. There we go. I want that to be like a real pass-through. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. I want this region to be an area that, like, you really... I want this to be the priority. So 55 through here, that's ideal. That should also cut down on traffic in like these little side streets. They will prefer to exit to run down to go down rather than stay within here. Because their pathfinding, I know that it values shortest route, but it also values fastest route. So that is important. Okay. This looks like it's slowly getting better. We need to put another healthcare facility, I think. I think a little clinic should be fine. Let's look at what we've got. Really, I don't feel like a clinic over in this area, once this clears up, would be all that bad. Let's buy ourselves the next square. I think, what should be the next square we purchase? This would allow me to get the rest of my island, which will probably be a little bit more residential. Perp Rock bottom? Think so. So if we did with the bottom, would you do an interchange here or here? Little bridge? If you did an interchange here or here, so that way you could expand into this island or this island as like the primary island, you know? because whichever one we go to is going to have a bridge that goes across to start expanding this island as well. The closer one, as in to our current area, so this one. That wouldn't be bad, because can we inspect from outside of here? Yeah, okay. So they both connect back to the mainland. I like the idea of putting the interchange right there. Having it focused that direction to expand up into here and eventually back down. And then maybe an interchange over here so we have some distance between it. That wouldn't be bad. Do you think this is too big of a waterway to put a bridge? Do you think this is too big of a waterway? Because I would like to expand this road out and bridge over. Don't think so? Yeah, we'll buy that zone. I like that zone. Also, the perp rock. How you doing? How you doing? Let's purchase that. Cool. And I like going square by square. I want to like kind of fill out each square. I want to think about everything before I just keep purchasing. So like, I know that we can expand more, but let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do with this one first. Doing good? Good deal. You have the Grand River map. The crossing's pretty wide. So did you just make a pretty big bridge? Did you just do like a 4-lane? Okay. Yeah, let's do some demo. Maybe get rid of this section of road right here. This will then connect down into like a 3-way for this to continue on over. I think that's what we're going to do. Do I have any important buildings right here? Commercial, 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 and commercial. Okay. Sorry, fellas, but you guys are about to get rezoned. Okay, and then we're gonna get rid of that, and that. And we're just using the 2-lane road for right now. So, just go and expand that out. Extend that out as well, and then that maintains the little path. Perfect. Cool. So this road will honestly probably get upgraded since it's going to start carrying our traffic over here. It's going to be our main connection point other than this. So that's a pretty important road. I don't feel like that would be a bad spot to introduce an intersection between these big 4 lanes. My population right now is 3958. We hit 4200, but I think I had a little death wave because it dropped down real fast to like 3700. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to the 4-lane. You're at 4.8k right now. Good deal. I haven't played this game in forever, so maintaining a population is something for sure. Oh, we have decorative trees as well. Do we want decorative trees or do we just like grass? Let's do trees. Let's do trees. I want to go ahead and change this road out, this entire road out to trees. Look at this. I don't know how long you've been here. This is probably my favorite section so far. So as you're driving through, I put a fence, and then I put a tree line, and then I put a little path. And then backing the path is another fence to keep these people's privacy. Right? A little nature walk. And all it does is connect like this beachfront area just further into the city, into like the shopping mall area. I'm really happy with this. Use the nature path too, so it looks all nice and cozy in there. I'm really happy with this. How do you do the trees? In the base game, if you're playing vanilla, you would do this little shovel down here, landscaping, and then it's the tree icon or content creator trees. And then you just click on the tree you want and you can place it down. I am using a mod which allows me to use this tree button over here, which allows me to do my custom forest. And so on my custom forest, I'm using some pink trees at a really low percentage, some green tree, some bushes, a little hedge, and a palm tree in there at a pretty high percentage as well. And it allows me to get a forest like that. Nice and varied. So that way I can have like my own natural forest for my city. Oh, that's a lot of noise. Hold on. Because we based that forest off of Boulder's Corner over here. We placed all of these trees manually. And it took us forever. Placing down every single one of these, and then putting the little bushes in there, putting the little shrubs, putting the little pink trees. Placing all of these click by click took us forever. So getting the brush tool to just wah, made it so much faster. I do need to add these little bushes. Let's do that. What is that going to be called? It's like ground cover, but I don't know what it's actually called. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I think that's like a manual placement. It's not lantana. It's just not available in here. Crazy. Okay. I guess we'll just add a little bit of lantana to it then, to kind of fill in the ground cover. No, we won't. We won't. Our little forest has been looking just fine. There's no point in all that. Yeah. Okay. So, what were we doing? Bridge. Bridge is what we're doing. Oh, no we weren't. We were changing this out for a tree line. Goodness gracious. Okay. Boom. Now, is this going to get rid of my... Oh, it doesn't. Good deal. I was going to say, if that got rid of my fencing and stuff, I was going to be a little sad. Oh, that looks pretty. And then let's do the traffic manager and make sure that the speed limit on this area is 55. Ooh, hold on. I want this through road to be 55 all the way through. I want people to get to where they're going. There's nothing that we don't do any buildings, we don't do any zoning off of this 4-lane road. It is strictly a through road. That's it. That's its whole job. Oh, that's real pretty. What kind of trees is it using? Just little green trees. I'm pretty sure we can change out what trees it has. I think we can. If I click on it with a tree? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can tell it what trees I want. Oh, can I just do a bush instead? We could do a bush. We could do palms. I like palms. And it does keep with the tropical theme that we got going. Let's do palms. I hope that doesn't override my speed change. Does that override how fast it is? No. Good deal. Okay, let's do the bridge. Let's change this over to the tree line road as well. Oh, it's going to get rid of our little park. Well, expansion must continue. The expansion must continue. I'll rebuild a park right here instead. Let's go ahead and unzone this guy, so he knows what's for. Change out the trees to the palm. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Let's do landscaping. How do I dig dirt? If I wanted to... It's this. Oh, here it is. Okay. Level terrain. Is there a match height? Okay. Okay. We'll bring this same... It's coming down this direction, it's bringing that same... Something like that. Yeah, that's not terrible. And then we'll soften it just a little bit. Well, that kind of got rid of it over here, but that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm trying to accomplish here. I just need to make sure that the bridge starts and stops at the same thing. Making bi-cities? So you're making like... Are you using... Okay, so like 2 cities. Are you doing like one section of high-rises and then another section of high-rises and then somewhere in the middle is all of your like low-density residential? Or are they completely separate? Like high-rise and low-density? High-rise and low-density? Or what you mean? Completely separated by a river. Okay. Okay. So I'm thinking like Brooklyn. Is that the kind of like idea I should be getting here? Fort Worth? Come up 9 meters. Go across. Let's go another 10 units. $12 meters high. Go another 10, then come down to 9, and then go another 10 down to ground level. And then swap back over to 10. Something like that. I want it to be a bigger bridge, I guess. Maybe I'll just use node control. I mean the node movement thing. Now let's get rid of all this. Let's grab this road. We want it to be straight, and we want it to be about 90 units. Put that over there. Right, so there should be 90 between them. Yeah, that's 90 between them. So I want to come out 15 and go up 21 meters. 15, go up 21 meters. And then this one, that's not. That's better. Okay. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. I feel like, though, we should use a different road. Tried installing, but it's not there. Would you install the mod for the tree brush? The tree brush tool? If you're on Steam and you're doing it, yeah, just make sure to like toggle it in the little mod config. I want to use a different road because I want this bridge to be, I don't know, a little more grand, I guess. I mean, I guess that's fine. I just want it to look different. See, that's better. That's what I'm wanting. That's the bridge I want. The only issue is that it's one direction. And I want something... Maybe I just have to use the smaller one, you know? I mean, like, I'm not opposed to it. I just... That's alright. We're okay with this. Where's node controller? That's really steep. That's really steep. Is that too tall? I don't feel like it is. But that is really steep. Maybe we bring it down a little bit. That's much more gentle. Okay, and then let's do that same thing over here. Yeah, I think that's better. Basically want like just a smooth arch all the way across. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Nice, we got our first little bridge. And then we'll need to make a, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Oh, like a little farm. Well, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. We'll build something right here and something right here. Maybe we'll put a little farm plot or something right there. Let's build a small, not a full-size interchange like this, but a like an exit ramp. Be like right here, or maybe right here in this straight. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Let's grab a 4-lane road. Something like that. How high is that? Plenty tall enough. Good deal. I'm going to go out an extra 10. Go out an extra 10. And then we're going to make little exits up and down off of this. Do a highlight. I mean a highway. Cool, and then we'll make that all smooth and stuff. Yeah, we used the little move it tool. I don't know how to slope roads. I know that there is a tool to make it to where you can slope roads. I don't know how to do that. I'll need to see what mod I need to make that happen. Something like that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll smooth out the terrain. Kind of hide it. The highway needs to drop down to a 2-lane road. Like a 2-lane highway right through there. But I don't guess that's the worst thing in the world. It's okay. I mean, who's really pressing me about my my lane decisions? How far out did we go? 1, 2, went to the 3rd. Okay, so let's do a move it. Something like that. Let's do the force elevated road. Because it also allows us to get the little sound barriers that I like. Yeah, there we go. I've just got to figure out now how to make them smooth. Because I'm not quite understanding how to do that. Node controller? Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I need to do to make that smoother. Does that follow the correct angles? Okay, something like that. That works. It's a little bumpy looking, but there's not much I can do about it, I don't guess. Other than just like manually adjusting each node to try and look correct. Oh, that's not correct. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just call that there. That's decent enough. Honestly, probably just keep this bridge going all the way across over to here, and then that'll connect like this. And that'll be like a big bypass lane. That shouldn't be too terrible. That shouldn't be too terrible. Let's go ahead and get all that connected. Let's do that. I'm okay with that. Oh no, I don't want the one with median. I just want the 4-lane road. I just want the regular ass 4-lane road. Where's it at? Am I just blind as shit? Has it had a median this whole time? Am I just geeked? Yeah, it's had a median. Bridges! Yeah, we're doing bridges. We're doing bridges. We just made this little interchange right here. Little on-ramp, off-ramp. I need to update the directions. Ooh, okay, wait, hold on. There we go. So all that's correct, all that's correct. Good deal. And then this one over here will... Where's the direction of this need to go? I think it's just going to go straight until it can... Yeah, I guess it'll just go straight and then do like a T-junction right here. So we'll go ahead and prepare for that and just go ahead and put this out here to 30. Down to the ground. And do normal placement mode. Perfect. Perfect. Easy peasy. Oh, that's wonderful. What does the bridge look like right there and right there? Kind of shortens it out. I don't know how I feel about that. But I know how I do feel about... Oh shit. Just putting a new one in. So it's scaled correctly. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like this. Straight for now. And then if you need to later, you could swing it to the left. But it's honestly pretty good. I like that one too. So I'm thinking what I'll end up doing is this will come out and then kind of turn left. And I can't go over there, but it'll like run like a tangent line to this, going this direction, where it'll just tee off. And then one of these lines will go up and over and it'll tee off again to go down this way and continue. And this will go up and have another interchange right here. I need to go ahead and connect this real fast, so let me do that while I'm thinking about it. Let's go up 50 units. What's so special about this little area? Just like a little dead spot. We could call this fossils, though. We could say that those are fossils. And we could try and preserve this area. I like that idea. I like the idea that those are fossils. So we actually need to turn this way back. But yeah, how you doing, sir? Fossil Park Sierra. We can name it that. Sierra Nevada. Hmm, 2419. Can we do maybe like a 1623? Can we do a I guess 1923. Can we do a 2323? That's too much. Yeah, that makes the smoothest arc. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. Kind of a weird little zigzag, but it's to preserve. We actually can make that more round. Fuck, give me that. Is that as far out as you can go? Okay. Let's see, do 42. What does 43 look like? Perfect. That's much better. Just been hanging out with the family. Nice, nice. We since last time you were here, we made Sandbush. This is what we called this district. It has a nice little botanical garden that I like. It's got a shopping center. It's got a little natural forest. We put in a public library. Put an extra little like shopping strip. We changed our center, or like our main road in and out of the city to a little pine tree lined road to keep with that tropical theme. We changed this around a little bit. If you remember before, this connection point wasn't here, and it felt odd that you'd have to drive all the way around. So we added that in to match with this. This is like your really expensive housing because they have access to the waterfront, and they have quick access to this, and they have quick access to the mall and the botanical garden. So these houses are like the expensive houses. That's why they're all, you know, big houses. Well, they have access to also a local walking trail that walks the full length of this strip. So I put down some custom fences and fenced this whole property in, and then put trees to make it you know, like a little sound barrier as well. California vibes with the palm trees in the median. Nice, that's what I'm saying. You're probably like this. the shopping area, it's only like inlet outlet is this road right here and this little side street back here. But since it's just a little back street, only thing that makes it special is that it has tree line and grass where everything else doesn't. But it's marked with these arches. You got people taking pictures of it and stuff. Let's see, if they're standing here taking pictures down that way, yeah, man. They're capturing that right there on the other side of this arch. That's a good little sight line. I like that a lot. And these people are doing the same thing. Taking it down that direction, maybe taking a picture of the mall. That's good. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking this a lot. How are we doing on power? Fine. Water? Fine. Medical? Fine. Fire? We're doing okay. We could handle another fire station in the industry area. Maybe on the backside of this commercial zoning. Wouldn't be a bad little gig. I like that. Yeah, that's not a bad little spot. Do it on police. We could do a police center down here at the end of the main road. I like that. They have access real quick to the main road if they need to get anywhere deeper into the city. Or they can just patrol this little front area as they need. I like that. Schooling. Doing just fine on schooling. That's okay. We haven't unlocked university yet. And bus transit. We currently have 0 bus lines. What does our traffic look like? Traffic is honestly doing pretty good, other than this section right here. And I think that's just because that node. Can I node control this and make it? That's just a little bug. That's a bug in the game, and it's just because it's such a small portion right there. We could maybe fix that. Dragging that down, dragging that up. Make that node a little bit longer. That might help out traffic a little bit. So what's the red fire looking thing in the top middle? Oh, that's Chirper. So that allows us to do... we can toggle him on and off. That's his anarchy mode, and it is a mod that I installed that allows me to do... So when I'm doing fences and stuff, right? Like, if I wanted to put a little fence right here, it's going to tell me that I can't because it says the space is already occupied. Well, I turn him to anarchy mode, and now I can do it. See, now I can just put that fence there. And put that fence there. Obviously, you wouldn't use it like this, but, you know, on a building that has extra space around it, if you really want to hug a fence up to it, that's how you would have to do it, is you would have to anarchy mode a fence in there. It's really good for making parks and, like, decorated little things. Actually, speaking of parks, this triangle right here, I wanted to put a park here. Because when we expanded and added this road, we got rid of a park. We also got rid of this walkway. Let's go ahead and finish the walkway first. Okay, finish that walkway. And then get rid of these trees. Relocate this to here. And put more pathway. Like that. There we go. That works. Yeah, that works. Okay, now let's put fencing. And I've really been enjoying the farm fence, but I feel like since this is its own little park, you know, and it's bordering like the end of a residential area, I feel like the forestry fence could be cool. How do we like that? I think it's too closed up. I think it would give people the impression that they are had a zone like that. What you mean zone? So let me build my little fences and then I'll try and help you out with what you're saying. We've been using farm fence the entire time. Make it like a dog park? Yeah. I want to make like a little dog park. I'm trying to figure out what kind of fence I want to use. I like using the park fence. It's also a really pretty one. Just a nice little cast iron fence. Would you cast iron a fence? I guess you could cast a fence. Something like that. And they're going to walk through right there. So let's get rid of that fence section. And we'll instead bring it up and over to there. There we go. Cool. There we go. Ta-da! And now I want to do some... Oh, no, hold on. Some rocks. Kind of over here. Ta-da! Some little leaves. Give me a little bush going on. Let's put a little cluster of trees, a little cluster of these little nice little trees. Put another set over here at these entrance ways. Large shrub. Something like that. That's good. And now I know that we can put down like playground stuff as well. I think it'd be right for the playground stuff to be in this square. This these two triangles for like benches and stuff, and then over here be more of like a picnic location. Get away from the kids. We'll put two different play sets. And then different merry-go-rounds depending on which little park side you're on. Get some benches. Something like that. Don't ever go without a trash can. Put a trash can at the road corner as well. A little entrance and exit. Kind of like a, you know, don't forget to throw away your trash. I don't feel like a fountain would be a bad little gig. I don't know. I don't know if a fountain fits this. It could kind of fit right here. That could be okay. No, it doesn't really fit. Street lamps. We'll light the park up. Yeah, that'll work. And then I like the idea of a little gazebo out here. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll put some benches out here as well, like in case there was like a little band or something playing in the gazebo. Something simple. I like that. I'm digging this. A little kiosk. I like to think, like, if you wanted to, you could pick up a little pamphlet or something. And then we're gonna think of this one. Yeah, it says grill. We're gonna think of this one as like a little market grill. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's actually move this one back. To just across the road, I think. Be kind of nice. Hopefully keep some of the trash away, and like, you know, if like you want to, you have to walk across the road. I like that. I think that's okay. Onion gonna blow his whole budget on this place? No, I like putting little parks and stuff together because I think it looks nice. I like the way that looks. Okay. Like, how do I drag? Oh, okay. So that is a mod called Move It. And that's what gives me this little button down here. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Hold on. This little button right here. So you click it, and then we have it in point mode, single selection, and that's what allows you to drag things around. And then when you're done with Move It mode, you just click out of it. Move it. Okay. Alright, so I feel like we're pretty much done with this region right here. We need to put some trees in here, I think, and then we'll be finished with it. Oh, brush tool, my beloved. It just makes things feel so much more organic. It's so nice. Gonna fill this region in. Fill this region in. Nice, look at that. Look how much more full it looks. Gonna go now because you want to play something else. All right, I'll see you, Deperp Rock. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, I like this. This is good. And we got the bridge all connected up and over. This will be our next little nature preserve park. And we're gonna treat this like it's a fossil. Little orange tree growing out here. Yeah, this is gonna be a little fossil spot. I think we've made good progress. Yeah, I think we've made real good progress. I think I'm gonna wrap up stream here. What you gonna do with your poo water disposal problem? Eventually, I will have these inland water treatment facilities. We're not gonna have those for another 10,000 population, so I might just swap over to the eco water outlet. It just costs so much. Yeah, we might do the eco water outlet. I'm gonna throw a... There we go. Those should produce less gray water. They should filter a little bit more, ideally. So hopefully we might start seeing this dissipate over the next little while. And then we haven't unlocked trains yet. We need to reach a population of 6,500 to reach trains. So we've still got a little while on trains. So this industrial section is going to have to kind of stay shitty as it is. We do need to put a bus depot down. Where would we put a bus depot? It needs to have pretty quick access to the main road. I don't feel like it'd be crazy to put it here. Or over here somewhere, so it has access to the roundabout before it does anything. I want to keep this separate because this is our cemetery. This is like our little nature preserved cemetery. I want to keep this nice and clean. We could put it right here. That wouldn't be bad. There's plenty of trees. There's enough trees to block the sound and stuff. I'm going to throw it on this back wall right here. Because there's also these parking lots for people who work at the bus stations and stuff. Yeah, and then we'll have to put down bus lines. Let's create a new line. We would start here, go down to here, here, and then connect it back up to here. That would be one line. Drag that stop. That. Give them a line. Instead of this one, oh, hold on. Instead of this one, let's drag that down to there. Yeah, so it's just going to move people around Gold District. I'll have another line that all it does is move people around here. So it's going to stop near the school. It's going to stop near here. 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 Big one. Here. Here. And here. That's going to move people around Taco Town. We're going to have one in Sandbush. It's going to stop at the mall. And then pick people up here. That works out. That works out. And now I need a line that kind of like intersects these and intersects these. So if you need to, you can travel all the way through. Make a new line. Add stop. Add stop. Add stop. Okay, cool. So now there's also a line that goes all the way around everything with multiple stops in between. So we'll see how that goes. How many lines do I have? I should have 4 lines. 4 lines. They've got roughly 6 to 8 stops on all of them. Let's change the buses out. I don't want an articulated bus. I don't think we need that. I think the stock bus is fine, but let's paint it a different color. Let's do one that's green. Let's do one that's kind of a purple color. One is... Let's do a white bus. No, that's kind of a prison vibe. Let's do one that's kind of like a nice bright teal color. Then let's have another one that's orange. Nice. And so we should get to see these buses. Oh yeah. And so that's the one making its rounds right now. And then there's a purple bus. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. That's so nice. And there should be a blue or like a little cyan bus around here somewhere. Yep, there's a cyan bus. Oh yeah, man. Lots of people are using it too. Oh, that's good. Okay, we might need to do the articulated bus just for the... Let's look at numbers. How many numbers we got? Currently, well, the numbers haven't updated yet because they just started. Right now, the numbers are low, so we're fine. I like it. I like this good. I like this is good. Cool. We're going to leave this as it is for now. And eventually, this industrial zone will get filled out. We'll put some more commercial over here. And I reckon this zone will be finished. Need to wrap some more residential over here once we unlock this tile. But for now, I think that's good. I think this is real good. We'll start working over on this tile next. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm gonna take about an hour break. I'm gonna take about an hour or so, and then I'll be back streaming on YouTube. We'll do From the Depths. I'm really enjoying playing this game. Really enjoying it. I'm also really liking the nature areas with like a big wraparound road that we're doing over here as well. I like that. I like that that's kind of like a kind of just something that we're doing. Oh, actually, before I go, did I already change all these to palms? I did not. Let's change these to palm trees. There we go. And then I also want to make sure that we are making these bypass roads 55 miles an hour. It's a 4-lane road. It should have a speed of 55 because the way traffic works in this game is that it takes the shortest route, but it also calculates the fastest route. And so if this main road with very little traffic is really fast, they will prioritize this. Which means that it keeps traffic out of our smaller roads, which keeps traffic well. Keeps our traffic doing what we need it to do, which is flow. Nice. 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 The fossil preserve Sierra is a big W in your book. Okay. Yeah, we'll name it that. I'm real happy with this. We need a lot of residential. We need a lot of commercial. So I'm having a feeling that all of this will be mostly residential, maybe with a little bit of commercial tied in. Mostly residential, a little bit of commercial tied in. Kind of like a frontage of commercial with residential in the back. Crossroad here, crossroad here. We actually might do a T section of that 4-way road to start leading down this direction, and then a T section of that 4-lane road as well leading down this direction. Kind of have it like a big loop and have everything break off of that. Yeah. Yeah, a T intersection right here. Get rid of this round and just do a T. Yeah. Lots of plans, lots of plans. That's what's important, is that you're planning. Cool. All right, fellas. I'll be seeing you in about an hour or so. I'll make a post in Discord. Let you guys know. We're gonna be doing From the Depths. I'm working on a ship, working on a little hover ship. It's pretty small, but it's okay. It's pretty, and that's what matters. All right, I'll see you, fellas. Be safe, have fun, and do something you enjoy. Yeah, I said it wrong, but that's what matters, you know? That's what matters. Bye!